Yo! What's going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday night. What's going on? Yours truly, the future star of the Raiders. I hear it's really easy to become the manager of the Raiders now. They have an opening.
It's open. I don't know how easy it is, but...
There we go. That's more appropriate. There we go.
The Death Star.
Oh, man.
That's what they call it. The Death Star. You haven't heard that?
No, I don't think it looks like the Death
People
Star.
say that, though.
Death Star isn't black. It's silver and
Right,
gray.
I know, but I'm just saying. People have been calling it that. I don't know. I was surprised. I went to bed. I woke up. Well, I knew that he had gotten in trouble for that. One email came out where he called DeMaurice Smith like big lip or something.
Oh,
or
my God.
some racist
Oh,
shit.
my God.
And that was the only one that came out, though. And he came out and apologized for it. You know, it was like, I'm sorry. You know, and then he coached the game on Sunday. So I didn't think nothing about it. And then I woke up in the morning like, John Gruden has resigned. Like, holy shit. So then I started looking into it, and it's not good. Have you seen it at all? Read it?
No.
It's not good. It's not good at all.
And which coach are we referring to
On
again?
many, many levels.
Which coach are we referring to again for the people
John Gruden, who
of
was
the
the
Raiders.
coach of the Raiders. Yeah, Las Vegas Raiders. Who started off really good. They were 3-0. And they went on a skid. They've lost 2 games in a row, and then they got blown the fuck out on Sunday. And now you know why. His head is not in the game. Like,
Fucking A. Well, if it wasn't for their wide noses sucking up all the air.
no, he called the guy like a big lip. I forget, but basically he was making fun of his lips and shit. You know.
Oh,
like
Jesus
shit.
Christ. So,
And then he called Roger Goodell a fag.
well, Roger Goodell is a fag.
But I'm saying, like, he numerous times called him this on email.
Roger Goodell is a...
And then he was making fun of, like, the attempts they're making to make football more safe for players. He's making fun of player safety.
He's got to go.
The thing about him calling Roger Goodell that is, you know that the only openly gay player in the NFL is on the Raiders. No, that's what I'm saying. So that's bad on one level. And then you're also, like, ripping your boss, which is never good. You know, and for your boss to be able to read you ripping him, like, it's not good. Like, the commissioner of the league that you work for is, you know, reading this, and then you're calling him all kinds of shit, saying what kind of an asshole he is. That's never good for your employment.
Yeah.
And then on the radio they were saying that him and this other dude were trading topless pictures of cheerleaders, and they were pretty sure that it was clandestine pictures that the girls didn't even know that people had took. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're also doing that. So it's bad on many levels. Like, it's not just one thing. It's several things. But to me, the dumbest thing of all is, why would you send any of this shit on a corporate email?
Yes.
That you know what I mean? The only reason it got drudged up is because he was talking to some guy that was running the Washington football team, formerly the Washington Redskins.
Right.
Which he was also making fun of that, like saying that, you know, they should just keep it, you know, he's one of those people. That the Redskins is not that offensive, you know, like, or whatever. But what I don't understand, like I said, is why you would say all these things. Like I said, if you're ripping your boss, basically, on corporate email, that it's not like your private account. You know what I mean? Like, where they can't get to it. Like,
well, I got an idea for his.
So then there was an investigation of the Washington football team. This is how it happened. And so all these communications are between him and the guy who was the general manager at the time of the Washington football team. So going right into the Washington football team's corporate email account.
Okay.
So then the owner of the Redskins got in trouble for some shit, and they started some investigation. And so during the investigation, they pulled up all the email shit, started looking through, and that's where they found
Well, hold on. How long?
John Gruden's emails.
I mean, how long ago? But how long ago were these emails?
2011, when he was doing Monday Night Football.
Oh well, do I care that far back? Not really.
Yeah, but my point is, he's still ripping his boss,
I don't
who is
care.
still currently his boss.
Don't care.
No, but I'm saying that'd be like you at cons or whatever, right? Where you work, going on the cons computer on your Robert Bossolari, you know you have an employee thing,
yeah.
and it's sending shit to another employee like,
Well, that was
fucking.
but you know what?
Our boss sucks dicks and is such a fucking asshole.
Yeah, but shit happens. It's not that shit like that doesn't happen.
No, but why would you do that when you know they can find that
I
later?
know. Well, you know, I think you figure, first
That's
of all,
my
you're
point.
talking
It's
10
stupid.
You're talking 10 years back, number one. So I don't think people had any fucking common sense. My aunt did this shit. My aunt did this. True story. My aunt wanted to move to Vegas so bad. She's the reason why I'm here.
Right.
She convinced my dad to come out here. My dad was upside down on his mortgage and figured he could sell his house in New York, get enough profit from it to come here and we'll live comfortably. So he said, for me, this is cool. I'm retired. I've got 2/3 pension. I'm good. You, on the other hand, Lorraine, you got to work. So she gets a job. She's in her 60s. She gets a job at MGM. That's hard to do.
Right.
What does she do when she gets this job at MGM? She goes on her MGM office computer and starts going on monster.com and Career Builder.
I didn't know that's what you said.
Now, here's the thing. She goes, Bobby, I don't know why they're so angry. Aunt Lorraine, wait.
Looking for another job.
Wait,
at work.
Aunt Lorraine, what'd you do? It's my fucking lunch. I'll do whatever the fuck I want.
Thank you, Cindy. I have yet to bring that up, but
yeah.
I'm going to later. And we were talking about the Raiders.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Did you?
I put in my note. Yeah, I quit my job today.
Holy
I put
shit.
in my notice at Bonds.
Really? So
Yeah.
what are you doing now? Just
2 weeks.
straight comedy.
Yeah, but I got a backup plan. I got hired on at the where Brandon's working now at the it's called Best Security.
Oh yeah, you
They
told
do
me you were going to do that.
event security for concerts and Golden Knights games, football games. You get $17 an hour, and I can pick my own schedule. So basically, I'm free. And I can. Oh no, you're fine, Cindy. I was gonna bring it up, but he wanted to talk about the Raiders, so we were talking about the Raiders first. So I can pick my own schedule. I can work when I want to work, and I can drop out for as long as I want and not work.
That's nice. All right.
So I have complete freedom. So I get to choose when I make money or when I don't make money, and then hopefully I'm gonna be doing comedy. Like I'm already setting up a trip to go to Texas with Irma and Sharita and Jay LaFar and
Who's Sharita?
she's a girl from Texas, another chick from Texas.
I'm trying to remember.
I think Irma's from El Paso, and
Yeah.
I think that Sharita's from San Antonio.
Yeah. All right.
And then Jay LaFar wanted me to go there before the pandemic, so I'm trying to set up a swing where I do all of their shows.
Okay.
In one swing. Well, maybe take me a week, 2 weeks. I don't know how long it'll take.
Well, I congratulate you. While you were looking for that, I found a picture of a Raider with his new coach. They say that she's less racist. I don't know
She's less
if
racist.
she's less racist, but that's a picture of a Raider, and
No,
that's,
but
the new
that's what I'm saying.
costume.
But that's the thing about the thing is like it's not just racism.
Yeah,
It's racism, homophobia,
the whole 9 yards.
sexism.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, every like white guy asshole thing that you could imagine. Yeah.
Well, no,
is
no, Bruce. That's a woman. Her name is Gina Carano.
No. I'm talking about John Gruden's
No.
emails.
That's a woman now, Bruce, and her
I
name
know who
is
she
Gina
is.
Carano, and it's a woman, so she'll get sympathy, and she's a role model for young Texas girls everywhere. That
Why were Texas girls?
this
is Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, well, she's a model for all of the.
What does Texas have to do with it?
You know, well, southern states, but she's Raiders. It's an opening, and maybe she'll transition away to the Dallas Cowboys. But yeah, Gina, she'll be the next coach of the Raiders, and I think this is a pretty cool costume. No, pretty cool. Look at that.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's gonna work well.
Oh my god.
And
So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm going out.
good.
I'm
So what they
quitting-
say?
I'm
What did
quitting
they
Bonds
say
to
to
be a
you?
comedian. I had high anxiety because I hate quitting for one,
I'm
and for
saying,
two, the manager she helped me out when I needed. She gave me that promotion. That changed my entire life. You know what I mean? Here. So she helped me out. So I'm loyal. I feel loyal to her, and I didn't want her to feel like I was leaving her. But she came to me and was like, "I'm so happy for you. Like that. This is really happening. Like
good, good.
Because I went to Tucson. I must thank Ty Rivera. I went to Tucson and I featured for Ty Rivera at Laughs Comedy Cafe there, and I've never been there before. It's an old place, dude. It's an old school comedy club with pictures of fuck Tim Allen and people hanging up on the wall.
Well, I want to say this. I had a
anyway.
guy. We had a guy who was watching from New York. I want to say a good shout out to my good friend Steven Tito.
Right.
And thank you for tuning in for a little bit. He's just started watching at the front of the show, and I it's hard for my New York buddies to get on. I also want to give a shout out.
It's there. It doesn't matter. They can watch it.
It's
later.
midnight over there. It's 12:30.
No, I'm saying they can watch it later.
Yeah,
it's always
but
there.
Yeah, it's not the same. I mean, I like the interaction. The whole point is the interaction. Yes, on the podcast you can pick it up later. I want as much interaction as possible because then it loses the edge and it loses its crispness. It's like you don't have you're trying to reheat pizza. You can't reheat pizza. It's almost impossible. You can do it now with an air fryer, but you really can't reheat pizza. You can't microwave it back to its original flavor.
No.
You can't oven it. And the only thing you could do is put it in a
oven is better though.
No, Bruce. Air fryer.
Everybody says air fryer. I've yet to use one.
You take.
No, I don't have one.
You take a pizza that's cold, right?
Right.
You put it in the oven, it gets like a fucking dagger, like I slash someone's throat with it. You put it in the microwave and it's a soggy, disgusting mess. You put it in an air fryer and it tastes fresh.
Well, you just said you can't do it, Fred. You can't.
But in an air fryer. In an air fryer.
So you can do it with the proper equipment. Anyway, so I was at Laughs, and it's old school club. And I just knew right then. I was killing it. I'm like, dude, I'm killing it right now. And even they were like, wow, you're killing it. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking killing it. It's like, it's time. It's time for me. Good. I'm never going to get where I want to get with 1 foot in.
Yeah, no, you're right. So
if I don't have both feet in, I'm always going to be struggling along slower. My progress should be slower than it should be. You know what I mean?
So my question is now
get to where I'm getting because I'm getting old.
My question is now. My question is now is the pay versus because you're gonna have there could
right
be a
now
low.
I'm not gonna make a lot of money.
What were you getting?
That's why I got the.
What were you getting hourly at the grocery store? If you don't mind my asking.
19.
Oh, so this isn't that much of a.
No, that's what I said. It's like $1 something pay cut. That's it.
That's not big.
And I can work whenever I feel like working, and I can be off whenever I want to be.
And Charlie can't get pregnant, right?
No.
Good. So you could just go free.
My life is perfect.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it is. I mean, at this moment.
Yeah.
At this second, right now, my life is perfect.
Good.
But I still have goals. I'm trying to get somewhere. And like I said, I realized I'm not going to get, I tasted it this weekend. I was killing it at the club. And I'm like, it felt like the old days when I was at clubs all the time, and I'm like, this is what I need to be doing, not working at Vaughn's. And if I want to get here all the time, I got to put both feet in and get out of being chained to the grocery store.
Yeah. All right. So that's good. I
got offered to do some and I couldn't do it.
No, I know. You
couldn't
go.
get off
I
work.
get. We got it.
All right.
We got it. It's like I could do it this way, but then I could do it that way. But I could have done it that way. But I know you said it, and I applaud you, my friend. You have succeeded.
No, I'm not succeeded yet.
No. You succeeded in opening the doorway. What we got to do now is we need to perfect this. Are you on board with me?
Well, that's just what I was getting ready to tell you that I needed to talk about is I gotta be doing stand up, dude.
All right.
And like right now on Tuesdays, the 18 bin is going on. Like it's more productive for me.
If you have, look, here's my thing. You are a great comedian. You're on the cusp of something really big. This is more my forte, where I want to be.
Right.
So if this is something that you can't commit to, that's fine. But my whole point was get the comedians off the street here. And we're not doing that as much as I'd like. Now, if you have more pull, we can make this something really fucking big. But this is
it could be cool, but
well,
there's also lots of other work that has to be done on the other side.
Yeah, that's fine. But
this is like the fun part of this.
But right. I understand. Well, that's why I try to pull teeth.
There's much work to be done.
There's a lot of work to be done. But what I want to do is, and I don't have as much pull as you do, if any at all, with a lot of the people. So if you could go, hey, I want to be able to interview you, but it can't be you and I telling stories. It has to be we're there to interview them and let them tell the story.
Sure.
I want to get the people in the door. I don't want, this is not a studio.
You don't need me. You could do that yourself.
That's fine.
If you could figure out how to go mobile, you could go to any mic and interview any comedian or all of them if you want.
Right.
I'm saying.
I know, but what I have, I've got some of that. It's some of the equipment that I have, and I could do it without. I could do it.
If you have a laptop, you know. What I mean?
I mean,
bring that or even smaller one.
No. I mean,
they have like 3-channel mixers.
You don't even need a mix. You don't really need a mixer. If you're just doing it real simplified, you just need a mic. You could just need a mic and a cam if you want to go real simplified. But the idea was to build the studio, to build out something. But to go meet the people. But the thing is, you have more pull and you have more a gravitas where you can make this and build it into something where you have a venue, a big venue.
But I mean, also, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to be traveling.
That's
out
fine. That's fine.
Be here, like I can't tell you what's going to happen.
But that's fine. The you know what, Howard Stern, he takes these mega vacations. Like this is the week of Columbus week,
right?
And he's not in. He's been gone all summer, and he's only been back for 2 weeks. And he's already going into.
Who hosts the show? Robin?
Nobody. It's reruns. Did they just do reruns?
They just play.
They did a summer. They recapped all of. They just did the highlights of 2021 across all of the summers.
So he works for 6 months and plays the 6 months recording.
Right. And then what happens is he's going to play again until mid-December, and then he's not going to be seen again until mid-January. It's what he does. But he's got enough material where he can stretch. He doesn't even have to do 2021. He can do the best of 2020. He could do shows. He owns all the tapes. Right. He bought all the tapes from NBC. He can go back to his material all the way back to 1987.
Damn.
When he was in NBC AM. And that's how far back it goes.
Really?
And yes, because remember, Howard Stern has 100 and 101. He has 2 serious channels. So if he's doing an interview on 100, on 101, he's going to do Richard Christie with a butt plug in his ass, getting like sucking down beers and tasting them, doing butt taste tests.
Right. So if you like his dirty stuff, you could just switch over.
Right. And then all right, fine. He's doing on the live, he's doing dirty. So on the 101, he's got a classic interview with Drew Barrymore, or he's interviewing Metallica,
right?
Or he's interviewing Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
So one of them is that he cut his stuff.
Yes.
One of it is the silly shit, and one of it is the serious shit.
And then on the 101 side also is where they do the wrap-up show, where his producer, Gary Delabate, will interview, like maybe he'll have Nikki Glazer on. Right. So his producer is interviewing Nikki Glazer on 101, while 100 is doing a replay of the morning show.
Right.
So he's got it down to a science. And
Well, I'm sure there's other people involved.
but the thing, well, yeah, but that's his final call, man. He's the exec. He goes, "This is what I want."
Right.
You know, after the Howard Stern show was done at, let's say, 11 a.m., right after that, they went to Gary Delabate. I hated it because if I'm waking up later and I'm in the Pacific, I'm on the West Coast, Pacific Standard Time, I'm starting off my day and I'm getting the fucking wrap-up show. I hated that shit. And he finally, after like 10 years, went, yeah, the fans don't like it. I thought it was good. The fans don't like it. He had a guy named Bubba the Love Sponge. That didn't pan
guy's
out.
from
Florida.
Tampa. He sucks.
Bubba the Love Sponge, kick it out. He
was on 98 Rock in Tampa, Florida.
Right. So he
Bubba Love Sponge.
And he had a network of guys. It was his name.
That guy's an asshole.
But it was his name. Well, Bubba the Love Sponge screwed over Hulk Hogan. Before we found out that Hulk Hogan was a racist piece of shit, Bubba the Love Sponge lured Hulk Hogan lured Hulk Hogan to his house and said, "You can fuck my wife, man. It'll be great." And then started recording Hulk fucking his wife,
right? And
then uploaded it. And Hulk was like, "Brothers, man, I didn't even know he was doing that shit, man. I didn't find out till later on it was on YouPorn, man. I'm fucking this guy's wife. I got drunk, man. I wish I never did it, man. Brother, it was the dumbest mistake of my life." Then you find out the guy's like, "I wouldn't want my daughter dating one of them fucking Negroes, little black bastards. It's one thing to wrestle with them. It's another thing when they're wrestling your kid."
Hulk Hogan's a jerk off too. That's what I said.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing. Hulk Hogan's career is done. Like every time they drag him out, like they dragged him out with a black guy for the latest WrestleMania, and they dressed him up like pirates because they were at St. James Arena, where the Buccaneers play. So they dressed up Hulk Hogan and this black wrestler, you probably wouldn't know, Titus O'Neil, and they dressed him up as pirates and they had him say "Hardy har har."
Are you serious?
Yeah, and it was a bomb. It was as soon as Hogan came out with Titus O'Neil.
That sounds fucking
they
ridiculous.
booed. The booing was so loud that Vince McMahon dubbed in cheers. He dubbed in cheering to drown out the boos.
Well, that's bad.
Like usually in wrestling, they'll go like, "Fuck you, fuck you," and then they got to dub it. They got to either cut it out. So what they'll do is they'll cut it so you're dead silence. They'll be wrestling, "You mother,"
right,
and you'll hear nothing because they don't have control of it. No, I mean, hey, look, to me, it was always just the excitement of it and the pageantry.
I think so too, Rich.
But I mean, this
every single time.
This is a wrestling town.
If you're
Vegas is
over
big.
the age of like 12.
Vegas is a big wrestling town. One of our good friends, a comedian, Marcus Dietz, who I think you floated the idea that you're going to be touring with or doing something with him.
He wants me to.
He's a wrestling promoter.
But I need to find out. Like, Marcus says things. Can he do it? I mean, if he can set it up.
He has material.
If he no, I don't mean that. I mean, if he can set up the tour, I'll go.
Yeah, but it's just
I know he has
the
material.
execution.
He can open
it's the
for
execution.
me. I don't care. But right now, it's all about me. Like, no, I mean, you know what I mean. It's like I need to get to some town and I need to go down stage in front of people so they see me. It doesn't matter. Like
what I want you to I want you to see a bigger picture that
where it is.
You're cutting yourself off at the knees. What I want out of you is for whatever time that you're in Vegas, use your fucking powers and get asses in seats here. That's it, because then you could do so much more. You're cutting yourself off at the knees, and you're and
what do you mean by that? It was never my goal to come here and be a Vegas comic.
I look.
I'm trying to get back out on the road.
No, I understand that. But
and then also, like, I quit my job. Like, now I can go to LA, stay at my friend's house for a few days, hang out at the Comedy Store, places where you need to be hanging out.
No, that's fine.
Like
I get all of it.
Like the Comedy Store.
I get it.
Now I'm not working at Vaughn's. I can drive to LA.
Completely get it. You don't need to
house.
explain it ad nauseum. I get it.
So I don't understand what you mean. I'm capping myself at the knee.
Like, what you have the opportunity to see is you're still not getting this medium. This medium completely.
I don't care about this. I'm a stand-up comic, and that's why I came to Vegas. That's why I keep trying to tell you this. I came to Vegas to be a stand-up comedian.
All right, then.
We just started doing this because there's nothing else to do, and it is fun to do.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, no, it's not that. What I'm saying is, look, this is the exact same thing Tabloid does. She has a show. It's consistent. She has
Yeah,
people
but
come in.
she stays around Vegas.
She goes all over. She goes all over.
I get that, but I'm saying
Look, dude.
you're trying to talk me into some shit or something.
Well, you're
And
here.
I'm
You've
like,
been.
I'm a comedian.
I understand.
I came here to do stand-up
Bruce.
comedy and become a comedian.
Bruce,
Right now,
I literally,
I need to focus
I
all my
almost
energy.
I almost want to print this up so the next time you say this to me, I'm going to just put a flashcards of all the things I know you're going to say because you're just like a broken record.
But it's because
I get it, but
true.
you're sitting here every week, so utilize the time to do something and add to your repertoire and network. Network in a way that I don't think is registering to you. I get it.
But I'm already networked. I know everybody. Who don't I know?
Hold on. Let me do the wind tunnel.
Well, no, I'm just saying I don't understand.
I know you don't understand. I know you don't understand.
I mean, this is your thing. If you want to
No. What I'm saying
I can't
is
commit to doing this.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The wind tunnel again.
All the time. I just can't do it. I got to concentrate on being a comedian.
And I thought it was windy yesterday. Jesus Christ. What I'm trying to explain to you is, again, bring it down to the lowest. I'm going to do this like Boys to Men deep bass now, okay? Because it's not registering. We're going to have to do this at lower bass registers. Is you are headquartered here. Now, if you should choose, see, here's my thing. If this isn't your thing and this is a hobby, whatever the fuck you're doing, why are you here? Because
you're my friend.
No, that's
and
fine.
I know that,
but don't do me any
you.
favor. Don't do me any favors. What I'm saying is, if you're going to be,
we started it together.
Yeah,
and I don't like to quit.
I get that, but what I've always said from day one. This is why I get annoyed with the politics. I can do something if it serves a purpose. See, John Oliver does a political show where he does news, but he always brings it wraps it around with humor. Bill Maher will do guests who are strict politicians, strict, so people in the social scene, but he centers it around comedy. He brings it back to it. He doesn't always work. He's not for everyone, but that's his thing. All of these people, all of these stand-up comedians knew that they could take their craft, go hit the road, come back one day a week, and put on a show, entertain, and inform. It can be done. Many, many people are doing it. We're here every week. We have access to some of the greatest up-and-coming stars in Vegas. We have a makeshift studio. We've got somebody who goes on there and is gone. Maybe you're gone 2 or 3 days out of the week. Maybe you're gone 5 days out of the month. Whatever it's going to be. Whatever it's going to.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever I know you don't know. It's the complete nature of the business. But with that said, even Bill Maher will go, hey, I'm going to be gone at Mandalay Bay. Oh, no, where does he go? He doesn't play Mandalay Bay. He plays the Mirage. I'm going to play the Mirage, so I can't be here on Friday. But the following Friday, I'm going to be here. And for what type of people we have, it's not hard for us to grab people from our sphere of influence and bring them here. And you scratch my back, I scratch yours. This is basic.
I don't understand what you're saying. Like, why can't you do it? You're asking me to do all the work for you.
Dude, I'm not.
I'm telling you.
I'm asking you. I'm asking
that's kind of lazy, really.
No, I'm asking.
You don't like to put in the time it takes to make things happen.
Bruce. That's a pot calling the kettle black.
What are you talking about, dude? I had a job, and I do stand-up comedy, and I do this. I make the time for you to do this.
All right. What? All right.
And I've been doing this now for 3 fucking years. I've been burning myself.
All right. It's just not registering. I don't understand why it doesn't register to you. It does. It's mind-boggling to me that you literally have a venue where you could do anything, and you refuse to utilize it, and then you tell me it's my. You have.
I didn't say that at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like
because it did affect. There was way more people watching before I got banned, and that is true.
What I wanted, I'm going. Look, my idea was this: if you're going to be here and you want to be here, then be here. If you don't want to be here, don't. But if you're going to be here and you have leverage, use it.
Well, I'm just telling you that
Yes, it's unpredictable. You're here. You're sitting here right now telling me
and
I can't.
I've been here.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay, so what's the mental
moment
blockade?
Forward.
But no, but this is
I
before.
Can't commit
this
to
is
being here all the time.
Bruce, no. This is from day one where I'm like, dude, okay, we've got the equipment, we've got the people, we're hitting mics. And I've gone to mics, and I've talked to a lot of people, but you're like, you're wishy-washy. You've always been. It boggles my mind. I'm like, even when you weren't certain, I'm like, dude, all right, you've got go fucking tell Ty, go grab people that you know that you have a better pool than I do.
He said no.
I'm
He did. We asked him.
You're not getting it, dude. You're not getting it. It's really bothering me that you don't get this. It bothers me. It bothers me
because this is important to you.
No, but it bothers me.
You say it is. Here's. You want to know my real opinion? You say this is important to you, but your actions don't really say that.
Excuse me.
You haven't put a lot of work
into
into this, except for to just buy this stuff.
Shit!
And set this
you
up.
have no clue.
You haven't done any of the other shit.
I do.
Like I asked you to put this show onto other podcast platforms
because it's not
months ago.
No, I'll tell you why.
Never did.
And I'll tell you what. I refuse to.
You should.
I refuse to for one reason.
Well, that's stupid.
It is stupid.
And we have a disagreement about.
We do have a disagreement because for one thing is
you've done nothing to grow this show.
No, I've done a fuck ton, but the problem is you don't. Here's the problem I have with you. Okay, number one. If there's something funny, you squash it. And if there's something that's mindless dribble politics that goes nowhere, even if I agree with you, you want to argue about it ad nauseum, and the viewers go zero. And I'm like, dude.
Hold on. Well, I would pull out the messages, but I can't because I got banned in there.
All I'm saying is, but it's like a squirrel moment. Fuck that for a second. Put that aside. Enough with the squirrel moments. And yes, there's a lot of shit going on in politics. Some of it can be funny. And if it's not funny, I don't want to do it. I don't want to talk about Republicans or evil bootlickers, this, that, and it's fine. If it's funny
about it.
But if it's funny, but then the problem is it goes too far and it gets no traction. And there's nothing redeeming about it. There's nothing educational. There's nothing. None of us learn if we're just talking about our feelings on a political party. It goes nowhere. And my thing is this. This is what I never understood about you. If you're the showman and you've been in the industry for years and you're putting yourself out here, don't do me any favors. If this is going to damage your brand,
I didn't say that.
No, but this is
That's not what I said.
No, I understand.
I said I can't commit.
I'm doing flashcards. Fucking Bruce, I'm gonna do flashcards.
No, what you said is I never said that.
No, I'm not. No, it's not what I'm talking. You're not listening to me. You don't. No.
I shouldn't be doing this.
Oh God.
I don't even know what you just said.
You don't listen.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, because you don't listen. You don't listen to anybody. You're on your own universe. It's in the universe all to Bruce.
Dude, you can rewind what you just said. You just said if this is going to damage your brand.
You cut me off before. No,
I never said that.
What I'm saying is, if this is your brand, if everything that you do, I spent my career in radio. Everything that I did in radio, whether I interviewed a celebrity, a politician, if I did my show on Wednesday nights, which I did shows like this for years, Bruce. So this isn't new to me. So everything you're talking about, this is old hat to me. Everything was served a purpose.
You're an expert, like you are.
No,
I'm
else saying.
That you talk about.
But
like,
Bruce.
Bruce.
According to you, you're a radio. You're a music expert, a production expert, a comedy expert, a this expert, a that.
I'm only an expert in things I've actually done.
And so have I. I worked in radio. I did these things. I went out and networked with people. What I'm saying to you is we have the same experience, but from two different sides, and you don't want to acknowledge that. It's arrogance. And I'm arrogant too, but you're like, oh, if you didn't do it my way, there was no other way. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're here. Why the fuck would you not milk this for everything? Why the fuck would you not come here and go, hey, you know what? I went to fucking Dive Bar. I went to Noreen's. I went to Rebar. I spoke to all the people. I said to them, come over here. We've got people who want to watch us. We've got producers who will come and watch it. Ian watches us every goddamn week. I've been talking to the people. I go to every fucking open mic, even if the ones I didn't perform that night. I go in before you even get there, and I go talk to these people. And what are we doing? We're arguing. So there's a lukewarm interest in watching two guys argue about who's smarter than the other. And that's what I'm saying. It's a waste of time. So I'm saying to you,
I ain't wasting my time.
What I'm saying to you is, why would you not go? What
are you doing and what am I doing?
Let's
compare the two things.
Oh, but you're only.
But I'm saying.
Your lens, your scope is literally I'm doing open mics. I'm doing stand-up. This is how thin that scope is. And I'm
Dude,
saying,
I'm not doing.
and I'm saying, yes, you have a venue to do
my
more. Why are you not going for ball? Like, look, the reason why I didn't upload this shit is because I didn't like what we were putting out. I genuinely think we could do better. And I thought you and we could make something fucking great, but we want to argue about, Steve Bannon. And I don't give a fuck about that shit because it doesn't go
I
anywhere.
didn't mention my shoe size, but
It doesn't fucking matter. What I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, while you're here, if you want to be here, be here. If you want to do this, why not fucking leverage the shit out of this? It makes no sense to come here and put a half-assed effort in and then yell at me that I'm doing a half-assed job.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm not even talking about the show itself.
Wow, that's
I'm
my
talking
point.
about all the other shit.
Then what the fuck
that
are you
you're
here
not
for?
doing that you should be doing.
I just explained to you. I go.
You're asking me to basically.
I'm not going to put. I'm not. No. I'm asking you to put in your half.
And what is that?
Wow, never mind, Bruce. You're done. You're done. You're fucking you're burned out. You're completely burned the fuck out, man. I don't know how many fucking ways. Do I have to have like a fucking retard explain it to you with I don't understand how many more ways anyone could explain this to you. But you're an expert in networking and this and that, and then I go, hey, by the way,
I said, what am I doing and what are you doing? Let's
we have a fucking show.
Let's compare lives.
Wait a minute. Why are you don't answer my questions?
You don't want to do
that. Don't answer my questions. No,
you know what'll happen.
No, what will happen? You haven't done jack shit.
I have accomplished every goal that I fucking set when I came
Well, when you sit here and then you go, what
are you doing? No, I'm asking you.
I'm literally sitting you with there.
Like you don't even go to the mics anymore. You don't do anything. You sell furniture and you have an Amway thing that you have.
I've been sick for fucking 2 months.
And then you always have an excuse.
Holy shit, Bruce. Bruce, if you don't want to do it, just say so. Be honest with me. Be fucking honest. That's all I ask from anyone that was in my life, in my circle. Be fucking honest. Yes, I didn't just, I got to a wall where I'm like, you know what? I'm hitting a wall where I'm not liking what I'm writing. So I came to you and I go, what can I do? What can I improve? This is what the fuck I'm talking about. And it's, well, I don't know. Fuck you. You're on your own. If you want to be here, you want to sit in this room, sit behind this, leverage it. I don't think I should have to explain if you're as smart as you say you are in this industry, I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but you don't like it when I tell you what it is.
You're
telling me that you want me to do the work.
No, you haven't done anything. You haven't done a fucking thing.
Dude, we brought people here. I've asked people here.
I got Marcus Dietz here because I pushed to get Marcus Dietz here.
Right.
I got Janiyah Kaufman here because I pushed to get Janiyah Kaufman. I went to Ryan Barassa, got him here twice. And when we had Marcus Dietz on the first time, you wouldn't even let him segue into his jokes. You cut him off every fucking time you went to say something. It was like you didn't want him to even fucking get a word in edgewise. That's what I'm talking about. So if you want to do here, dominate the show, cut off everybody, get every word in edgewise. I once let you go for 10 minutes and then you still didn't get it. This is supposed to be a give and take, back and forth, conversational, interview people. And yeah, all of those people that we got in here, I got them in here. I pushed. I said, hey, Janiyah, when are you coming back into town from California? We want you on the show.
I don't understand why
so when I ask you to do one person, it's like, oh my God, Rob, you've asked me to bring somebody in? Why don't you do your job?
No,
wait a minute.
I already told you my opinion.
You told it, and now I'm giving you the
counter. I don't
counter.
have a lot of
So then don't do it, Bruce. Bruce, you're doing me no favors arguing with me every week here. Making my blood pressure go up 90,000 degrees, and I got my own problems. I get it. I get it. I love you.
That's what I'm
saying.
But you're all ginned up like
no, because this is every week it's come to this, and I get it. You're shot out of a cannon to go on tour. That's your number one focus, and that's fine because you deserve it. You put in the work. But for what I want to do here, you really have no interest, and that's fine. But what I was saying to you all along was from day one when we were sitting in that Indian restaurant, and you were like, "Oh, I get it, Rob. We can bring people in. We can turn it around, and then we can bring it back to where these people come in. They promote their shows. I promote my show. We exchange live on here. Same thing the tabloid does. Same thing that a lot of these other fucking guys do." Same thing Norm Macdonald did.
Nobody's stopping you from doing it.
But if you're
what
going
I'm
to be
saying.
sitting
I'm
here,
telling you is
why
right
the
now,
fuck would
I
wait
can't
a minute,
commit
dude?
time
I get
that
that.
I don't know.
But
I have.
when you do have the time, you don't want to be bothered. Because when I said to you a
Dude, I'm
trillion,
burned out. I've been working fucking graveyard shift at Vaughn's and busting my fucking ass.
I have
getting up,
split
doing comedy,
swing shifts.
doing all this fucking shit. No, I'm just saying.
We
I'm
all work.
asking
We
you.
all work, Bruce. We
Yeah.
all work. You could don't give me that shit. We all fucking
my
work. That's not an excuse. I don't give a fuck if you work at 4 a.m. I did it. I worked in radio from 9 at night till 9 a.m. and on Sundays from 6 at night
In
to
the old
9
glory
a.m.
days when you.
It doesn't matter. I did the work. What do you mean something going on? It's income, Bruce. It's figuring it out.
I'm just
You just
saying.
got back to comedy after a break because you were a metalhead. You were a record producer. You were a comedian. You knew this guy. You knew that guy. You knew this guy. You knew that guy. You knew this guy. You knew that guy. Hey, Trump. He wears a fucking trucker hat. He was one of us. Okay, fine. You're good. I get it, Bruce. I don't have to suck your dick. I'm
I
agreeing
didn't say
with you.
that. I never.
Every
See,
week.
what are you talking about?
Dude,
I didn't say anything
get it.
like that. You're off on some weird tangent. You're telling me that I'm the one that's fucked up.
Rich
No.
said it best. I said this a long time ago, Bruce. Throw the boy a bone once in a while. Partnerships are a challenge, but a little goes a long way. You want to dominate the whole thing. You want it to be Thoughts with Bruce Leonard on Caption This. And every time I
never.
but it's not what you're saying, Bruce. It's what you're doing. You don't realize it. This is who you are. And that's fine. And if you want to go that way, go that way. But what I need is a partnership. What I need is, there's a reason why I'm not uploading this shit, because I listened to it and it's
That's what I'm saying.
It's not good.
Then
It's not entertaining.
Then why do you even care?
Because you are capable of doing it, but you don't
But
want to.
I don't want to.
Then
I've
go.
said it 100
Then
times.
no, you're saying this now. Then go. Then go.
Full time.
Then
all
go.
The time.
I can't believe I have to beg somebody to do the tiniest bit of networking, the tiniest bit of, hey, by the way, hey, I have a show. I go to this guy's house, but I have a show.
I say it all the time on stage and shit. It's not like I don't fucking.
And no,
ever
afterwards,
say that we don't have it.
you come to a comedy show at 10:30 at night to start at 12:30 at night, where there's a piece of pad and all somebody has to do is sign up.
No,
and
dude, they're paying me to do that.
I get
It's
it.
a job.
Dude, you came in
I take it seriously
a
as a job.
you came in a quarter to 11. It was the same results. And let's stop milking it, dude. Come on, don't milk it. I watched the last 3 guys before you did it. You know what they did? The show was at 12. They started at 12. And they were there at 11:30. That motherfucker started at 12, not 12:15, not 12:30, not 12:45. They weren't waiting for the optics. They weren't waiting for 90,000 celebrities to come in from God knows when. They fucking
Nobody ever said that either.
John
What the fuck
Gilligan.
are you
John
talking
Gilligan
about?
did that fucking champagnes. That shit started at
And
12.
that's why the
Randall
their
Thompson,
show wasn't
they-
very successful.
They got knocked out by the pandemic, dude.
No, they didn't.
I hold on. Pause.
I got knocked out by the pandemic.
Pause. I apologize. I'm going to dial that back. I apologize. I'm going to say I was wrong. But that shit started. And everything were ups and downs. I'm saying you're good. I'm acknowledging that. What fucking pisses me off
never
is
ask you to do that either.
I know. What all I'm saying is
I was
the
just telling you.
simplest thing is dial back the rhetoric, which we could easily do. It doesn't have to be about, oh, this side versus that side versus this side. I agree with 90% of what you say, believe it or not. I do.
I
but
never
it's-
one time brought any of this up.
No, I'm bringing
Tonight.
it
I'm
up.
saying we were talking about the Raiders. And then
No,
we started
no,
talking
no,
about
no, no.
comedy. And
Do
then
we have to-
then I said, because I'm going out on the road,
And I said,
I can't commit
get
to being
it.
here all the time.
Bruce,
and
but
you just started yelling at me. And
because
telling
no,
me-
no, no, no,
and-
no, no,
and
no, no.
unleashing all this shit.
Look. Let me dial it back. If you think that's why I'm upset, that's not it at all. Number one is, if you say something, you could say it once, you could say it twice. You don't need to say it 90,000 times. We get it. You have a schedule
Great
now.
jokes. I don't really have any jokes about it.
Can we get to the group? Yeah, but
We were talking about it. It's a crazy situation.
But all I'm saying is that's what I'm talking about. Can we get to the jokes? Can we? I get it. Your life's going great. I don't need to
thought that we
dedicate 30
were.
minutes for it.
Until, like I said, no, I mean, I understand.
Wow.
I understand that, Rich. I get that. But I'm saying is, I have something that I need to do. I need to focus
Then
on that.
go!
I don't need any distraction.
Go.
Okay?
Go.
So
This is
I
a
can
distraction
come here
for
and
you.
do the show.
You could have made.
But I can't be like, oh, I gotta fucking also add this to my itinerary.
Then go. You're not getting. It's not registering to you. It's not. And I wish it did. Bruce, I'm going to say this to you one day. We're going to cross paths, and wherever we come in our successful and wherever our careers go, I'm going to still say to you, when I last see you, Rich gets it. Everyone gets it but you. To stop with the rabbit shit, man. You're like squirrel brain.
You're the one who said you want an interaction on the fucking show. Now you want to ignore the people. You don't make any sense whatsoever.
Bruce, no, man, go. You're burned out. You're burned out.
That's what you said.
You're burned out, bro. You're completely burned out. You're completely burned out. You're done, dude. It's insane.
What do you mean?
It's so insane.
You said earlier.
So insane.
You said earlier. We can
Rich,
rewind it
we're
back
interacting, and
you would say, "Hey, I want more interaction on this show."
Right,
now they're interacting.
Go. No more.
And you're like,
I'm done. I'm done.
It's
not. We're not ignoring them. I'm not
Do you
ignoring.
want the interaction or not?
I'm interacting with Rich right now. I'm interacting with him right now. But you're just not. I don't know if you're doing it deliberately.
Did you miss this one?
Yeah, the Gruden. I saw that.
That's what I read. I just read the comment, and you were like, "Oh, you're burned out."
Dude, you're not. I don't know if you're doing this. I'm trying to wonder now if you're doing it deliberately.
What's that?
Rich said it. This could be bigger. You could take everything that you're doing, everything, and add. You don't have to come every week. You don't have to do it. I've had other people fill in. I've had Tabitha Beeson in here. I've had other people come in here. I did a whole show with Marcus. I don't mind that. But if you don't want to be here, go. I'm just going to lay it out right now. I love you. I wish you got what I was throwing down, but you don't get it.
I do get it.
No, you don't. You don't.
You don't get what I'm saying.
No. You
said I can't commit.
Wow, dude, you're done. You're done. Go. Get out.
What does that mean?
You're so burned out. You're not.
I'm not burned out.
No.
You're not trying to listen to what I'm saying.
No, you're not getting it, dude. You're not getting it. I've come to the conclusion that you're not getting it. You're not getting it. That for what time that you could provide, whatever that was, however little time you could provide, you could put in with your connections and with mine and my effort and yours, we could have did it, but you never wanted to do it. You've always skirted around it, and it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm saying this with the bottom of my heart. It doesn't make sense to me. It hurts that
like I said,
it doesn't
we have
make
two different
sense.
Perceptions of what it is. Because, like I said, in my perception, you're not doing that much beyond that you set up these microphones and we just showed up.
And that's because you don't know. You don't know.
Well,
you don't
why
know.
don't I know then? You
don't answer. You don't answer. You don't communicate. I said
true.
No, yes, it is.
That is not
yes,
true.
it is. Yes, it is.
Hey,
Bruce.
True.
Hey, Bruce. Let's take some pictures for the show. Oh man, I gotta go to Champagne's. I don't have time. Let's do it another day. Oh man. Okay. Hey, Bruce, let's write some material in advance so we have a prepared show. Oh man. Hey, again,
Bruce,
let's do it.
Asking me to commit
then
time that I don't.
Hey, Bruce,
I can't commit.
That's dude. You're talking out of both sides of your mouth now. Go. It's over. You don't want to do it. You're telling me you don't want to ever do the work, but then you're making fun of me for not wanting to do the work that I want to do.
Oh.
It's insane.
It is ridiculous.
It is. This is what I've been going through for you, and this is not.
There's two different perceptions of everything.
No, because it's literally. Hey, I'm going to be here, Rob. I next week I can't be here. Okay. Well, Rob, I can't be here next week. Okay. Well, I want you to know that next week I'm not. Okay, dude. I'm not going to be here, Rob. I get it, Bruce. I want everyone in the world to know I'm not going to be here.
To be somebody that's like, and you can't rely on them.
Well, that's fine, Bruce. And I go, yes, I acknowledge that you will not be here on the date of October 19th, 2021. You will be doing a mic because that is your primary focus. I get that.
Why do I keep saying that? Like, I'm getting paid, Rob. Did you comment?
I know.
I'm not just doing a mic.
I know.
No, but you keep saying that's like the third time
you repeat yourself over and over and over and over and over and over.
No, I'm not doing open mics.
I'm not saying open mics. I know that you have paid gigs. I know that you are a stand-up primarily that you quit your shitty overnight job to get a job with slightly less pay so you can get the hours you want to make the career for yourself that you want. But while you're sitting here in that chair, you could take all of it and expand it and explode it, and you don't want to. And then you reflect and deflect to me and go, well, Rob, it's your problem.
Well, what are you doing? Like I said,
I told you, but you don't listen. You do not listen because you keep acting like you didn't hear me.
It sounds to me like you're going, I mean, and this is
and how hard
shitty, but it's true. It sounds to me like you're like, oh, can I just ride on your back while you do
ride on your back? You haven't done anything to ride on.
No, but
you're
want me to hang around because
you know, I don't want you to hang around because you don't want to do the work. I've been asking you to do the work for a fuck ton.
It's early, Festivus.
I've been asking you
we didn't bring the pole, though. Find a picture of a pole.
Oh, my God, dude. He's fucking burned out, man.
I am not.
You are, dude. You just look. Do yourself the biggest favor. Don't come here on Tuesday night. Go fucking do wherever. Go to Wise Guys.
All I said was for me, it'd be more productive to be at the mic.
Then go.
Right now.
Then go.
So
then go, because you're not getting
what you didn't know.
You didn't know. You have a show. You wanted to do a show. We sat down and tried to hammer out what a show could be. You didn't want to do any prep. I've asked you a billion times. You don't want to prep. Fine. So we're winging it every week. Fine. You don't want to.
You haven't
prep.
either. No one's stopping you from having a script.
I fucking
saying, here's the
you cut me off every time. I've done it multiple times.
You never have that.
You never ever. I've literally had people from coast to coast. I've had my New York buddies watch. I've had the people out here watch, and they go, "Wow, he cuts you off a lot." And I go, "Even if I prepare something, you shit on it." When I he does impersonations. If I do a fucking 20 minutes of fucking, and I want to do Alex Jones, you are going, hold on. Buzz Killington here to kill the Alex Jones bit. Oh, wait, he wants to do Trump? Let me buzz them down.
They're not sitting here every week and listening to it over and over.
Holy shit.
If it was there fucking 15 times in a row, you might be like, hey, man,
8.
Why don't you bring some new material?
You don't have material. You have nothing. You bring nothing here. You bring political angst. You bring, I hate Steve Bannon. I hate the Republicans. They are bootlickers. It's every week, Bruce. I can literally get you going on like this. I can get you started on a fucking political rant that will go on an hour and a half, not stop like this. And I go, dude, if you're going to do that, have it tie into something. Have it relate to something. Have it be topical. Have it be entertaining, not just two older guys in their 40s grinding their teeth. And I'll tell you, I say every time, I can review every time, I don't want to do this because it's not entertaining. People bounce. They leave. It goes from 6 to 10 to down to nothing. And I go, I didn't want that. And if I had something prepared, like when I did shitholes, cities and shitholes, we did that bit, cities and shitholes. Right. People loved it. The following week, I went to go do it with Vegas. Oh, my God. It was every 2 seconds. It was deflating it. And I'm going, we prepared, and I wanted you to be a part of it. You didn't want that. And you had all the time in the world back then. And even if you didn't have the time.
No, I never. That's what you don't get. I never had all the time in the fucking world. How do you think that I got to where I'm at right now? Because I don't have all the time in the world. I work, I get up, I do the fucking mic, and I fucking go back to work.
Do you know
I don't
why?
have all the time in the world.
Know why?
See, unlike you, I don't just blow it off and be like, it's only something I half-ass want to do. Like,
no, that's fucked up. That's
fully
fucked up.
Committed.
Yeah, but I wanted to be fully committed to this. You partnered in. You're not fully committed, so you got to go.
Perhaps that's what I'm telling you.
Fine, I can't have that
the level of commitment to this.
Fine, but
you do.
Every time that something came up that you wanted to, where I said, let's prepare. Even if we didn't do it for that week, you were not interested. You never were. And what I never understood, and I had this conversation with people, if somebody's tuning in and they're watching you come into my show, our show, and wing it, they're going to look at this and go, if this is something that he's going to put his name on, why would he half-ass it? That's what I didn't get. Why would you half-ass it if it was something that you were going to put your name on?
What do you mean?
Why would you come in,
sit home and write
wing
jokes
it
for this too?
No, nothing. There was zero.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Why would I do that? I ain't got time for that.
Then don't be here. That's not what I'm here for. Don't be here then. The Bruce Leonard that sat with me a year and a half ago and discussed what this could be is not the guy sitting next to me right now. And I don't give a fuck that there was a pandemic or not. If you said to me, Rob,
We
I
only did
wanted
this because of the pandemic.
if you said to me, Rob, this is either just for the pandemic or Rob, I could give you one good show a month, I would have said to you, at least I can work with that. But you never did any of that. You got angry with me because I wasn't putting out these mediocre argue fests for an hour and a half, and you wanted me to post that to media. Why would you want that to be a representation of you? That's what I come back to when I said your brand.
Don't you understand it? If
This is your brand. Everything you do
No,
is to promote
if you
yourself.
would have done that, I wouldn't have. There wouldn't be this slowly degrading.
But we could have. No, this was from
feeling
day
of that
one.
This is pointless,
But this was from day one where I said, hey, wait a minute.
No, from day one when I asked you to put the shit on other things. When
'Cause
we
it-
weren't like this at that time, we weren't.
No, but there was two
The
reasons.
show was different.
No, there was two things. There was
It's a
two
different
reasons.
dynamic because you didn't do that. It started this degrading feeling that this
No,
is
but for me,
pointless.
for
It's
me,
just two guys.
no.
up in a-
For
at
me,
talking
the
on
beginning
a
was
microphone
we
and
had
five people
shit equipment, we had shit results, and then when we finally got everything dialed in, you were like, "I'm out," and I'm like, "Why the fuck now that we have everything dialed in?" And I invested time and money into getting the equipment, green
We've
screens
been
to give
doing
it.
all this for. It's not yesterday we fucking started this.
No,
It's
but
been
that's
going
not my
on
point. My
for a
point
long
was
time.
we got it physically dialed in. All I wanted was a little bit from you, and it never showed up. And I'm like, wow, when is this guy
Like
gonna?
I said,
When is it gonna show up?
what do you think?
All right, then go.
I had to sleep all the way up to 7
Then-
o'clock. Get up, take a shower just to get here in time to do this.
I appreciate
Because I
it.
worked last night at the fucking
I
graveyard shift.
appreciate it.
So
I've
you
done-
don't seem to understand. Like this is how my life is every day.
I get that.
Every day.
I've done
I
that
have to
type
get
of work.
up.
I get it. It's physically destroying you, and you're a little older than me, so it's not easier. It's harder.
Awful.
It's harder. I woke up today at 4
And you're
a.m.
acting like, oh, you have all the time in the world.
No,
Like,
when
no,
I'm
I
saying
don't.
no. When I'm saying you have all the time in the world, you have an entire week in which to tell me, hey, I can or cannot participate in any capacity. There is
Okay,
no
well, listen.
communication.
This entire conversation could have been avoided if you would have just said, hey, just say when or when. Because to me, I feel like
I've said that
no,
multiple times.
No, but I'm saying, listen, you have to understand where I'm coming from.
All right.
To me, I feel like this is a commitment.
Okay. It is.
And I know, and
It
I
is.
try to make the utmost effort to get
And
up,
I appreciate it.
get over here, and be here because I'm committed to you, and I'm not a guy that you cannot rely on.
I appreciate that.
And it's about my word, you know what I mean? Your word and all that shit. I don't like to be like a person who's like, I'm a flake. You may or may not be here, like.
That's fine.
So
That's
I would
fine.
avoid that
That's fine.
and not do that.
Do you understand? I want you to understand, Bruce. I always understood that. My work ethic is twofold. One, do you know why I keep referencing Howard Stern? Because that
I
motherfucker,
understand his influence to you or whatever.
that
I
motherfucker, whatever.
I respect that. I mean, I get that.
That son of a bitch, after he finishes, he gets up at 3:30 in the morning to be prepared to get into the studio, and now he's coming that he's coming. He has to be up to get that show started at 7 a.m. He's got to prepare 3 hours earlier. And then after he's done, he does another 4 hours of writers' meetings to craft what the next week's going to be. If something happens topically,
Right, but that's all he does.
that's fine. Now, while that's going on, all of those other writers are open mic. I apologize for the poor word, the cadence. They work mics. Some of them are open micers. Some of them work mics. Some of them are in bands. Richard Christie, one of his comedic writers, is a drummer for a band, Charred Walls of the Damned.
Right.
And he's
See,
open
I've
for
done all
Metallica.
those things.
These sons of bitches all have heavy things that they're doing besides Stern, but they put in the time. Now, what I'm saying is,
Well, no, they're
The
getting
reason-
paid. If they're Stern writers, it's a job.
no, actually, no. When those guys, when Richard Christie and Sal Governale,
He has people working for him for free.
when they started, they were putting in content for free. That's how they eventually got hired, because they kept submitting content to the show. They took time and crafted
Yeah,
it.
but, but
Sal
they're not in the
Governale-
writers. If you're in the writers meeting, you're working for him.
Not at first, they were not. Believe me, I know this. So don't tell me about my Howard Stern.
Well, then why?
What I'm
why
saying-
would you support someone who makes people work for free, especially when he's rich?
This is where I'm at my wit's end, because his mind goes 9 miles ahead without even knowing what the hell the next words out of my mouth are going to be. And that's it. And that's why I'm not.
I just
I'm not
asked a
yelling.
simple question.
They wanted to be there. They wanted to be there so bad that they put everything in there. Sal Governale was a stockbroker. He literally gave up working on Wall Street and transitioned, just like you want to be a stand-up. But my attitude is, I'm not going to put anything on a social media platform that's shit. I'm not going to put two guys arguing on there, and I'm not going to put a show where we're talking and you can barely see us or you can barely hear us.
Before.
No,
it wasn't like that.
I know. I understand.
And you know that.
No. What I'm saying was, when we started, we were calm and peaceful, but
kind of slowly.
But the equipment was shit, and the production was shit. But the content was better. Now the production is great, but the content is not there. So if you want to be here, cool. If you can't even dedicate 20 minutes to just prepare beforehand, don't come. That's my rule. It's not a feeling. It's if you don't want to even sit there and go, hey, what are we going to do? Let's iron it out. Let's talk. Maybe we'll do a segment here. Maybe we'll do a segment here. And you could do that either come in 20 minutes earlier, or we start a half an hour later, or you pick a day off in the week where we can sit and write something. And if you don't want to do that, then don't. That's it. I'd have no hard feelings. I respect you. I like you. I want to attend mics you're at. I want to do that. But if you can't even do that much, then don't be here. I'll have Marcus come on. I'll have people come on.
Is Marcus back yet?
Not yet, but I'll do it.
When is he coming back?
February, maybe January.
February.
I'll do it. I'll grab him. I'll
time.
put Tabitha Beeson in there and have her talk about fucking guys and playing with her pussy. I mean, people don't like it. People do not like it. Nobody liked it. Nobody liked it.
What game? Nobody said there's rules. What is that supposed to mean?
But hey,
is that the question? Like the Chappelle thing? Like,
no, that's it. That's
the
it.
rules.
That's it.
I don't know.
If we can't come together and go, hey, look, if you wanted to do some of your, but if we want to just talk about, fucking Joe Biden's asleep at the wheel and have no purpose or guidance behind it, I'm not for that. Because those motherfuckers, there's a million other comics who have done what you did and this every week and put in way more hours than you and I combined. And some of them are our age. So if it's not something that you want to do, I'm not angry. Go do it. It's going to make you most successful. And if this is holding you back and soaking up valuable time, put your time where you can put your energy into it. And I will back it. I will not be angry. I'm not angry.
All I was saying was
that's
right,
it.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All I was saying was that, like I said, 18 Ben and Wise Guys is on right now on Tuesday.
And go.
And for me,
go.
It would be more productive.
Then do it. Then do it.
For what I'm trying to do.
Then do it.
Down there.
Then
now,
do
I don't
it.
know if it means like changing the day you do.
That's
that
fine. And that's
whatever,
but if I don't care what day it is, all I care about.
I'm just saying, like, there's things that have to change.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. But that's a conversation that could have happened off air. And
well, Cindy brought it up, and then you started yelling at me.
No, I'm not. I'm yelling at because there's no communication. Zilch. Outside of this room, we save it for here, and that's not right. This isn't the time to be doing that. It isn't. Not in here. If we want to have that talk else time, and now with your more variable schedule, it happened. So what I'm saying is, if you are going to devote 99.9%, cool. Do that. I'm not angry at you. I'm not angry at you. Marcus, you want to be the stepdad? You want to be the stepdad?
No, he's like the son of two old gay parents.
Yeah.
And fighting.
But that's Dad. Dad. I already have so many bad reasons to watch Jersey Shore, and I just want to look.
Right.
No. So
it ain't your fault, Cindy.
I have a friend named Dier. Dier is one of my good close personal friends out here, like
it
Bruce.
Needs to be done.
But Dier wanted to be a wrestler, and I used to joke with Dier about me being his manager and what promos the two of us would cut. And then Dier met Marcus Dietz.
Right.
And I learned quickly.
Marcus stole your client.
No, not at all. Marcus went above and beyond.
I'm
Marcus
just
said,
kidding.
Marcus twice stuck his neck out and says, this is where you can get your friend's career started.
Right.
And Marcus's name in the local wrestling scene is actually, I wouldn't say gold, but he's a silver, maybe a bronze on the way to silver. He's building his reputation, and it's positive. And people took notice of me. A wrestler took notice of me on the street. He took notice of me and goes, if you want your guy to train with me, I'll build him up. We'll build a storyline. And Marcus Cutthroat Cody wants to train Dier and wants to feature Dier. And I think that could work out well. My devotion is not 100% to that. It's probably 25%. And my fault is, and he said this to Bruce, has identified, this is my fingers are in too many things. But I learned quickly I don't belong in a ring at my age and in my flexibility. I almost killed myself.
You got to focus on something.
Right.
I thought you was going to be the manager. Why don't you be his manager?
No, well, they still tried to. So they still wanted me to train. They said, Rob, can you do a? Can
Even
you do
if
a?
he was a manager.
Because some of those managers takes bumps. Like even Paul Heyman, who's an old fat Jew, they put Paul Heyman in a Samoan drop where took Paul Heyman, put Paul Heyman on his shoulders and dropped his 60-year-old ass.
I remember like Mouth of the South, like getting like slapped. Maybe.
No. They're getting, it's more physical.
But I'm saying like I don't remember them ever like suplexing them.
They do now. MVP is a manager because he's injured, and now he's so injured that he can't even. You got to be able to take a bump and roll.
Right.
So I did a forward roll, and it was sloppy. Right. And the trainer looked at me and said, my trainer looked at me and he said, you did it. I can work with you, Rob. And I went, Bruce, I felt so proud of myself.
Right.
So the next day I went to go look for him. When I got to the gym the next day,
some other dude.
There was some big, tall,
power slam
ripped white guy, perfect physical specimen white guy. And he's got a ponytail and he's got a six-pack. Right. And he was the guy who got kicked out of WWE because there were too many guys like him. And
he's just like a clone.
Yeah, and they were like, they saw the
generic wrestler.
Exactly. They saw the physicality. They're like, you've got the body,
right?
You've got the looks, but I can't see you doing anything unique. You look like 5 other guys. So, and I'm not putting his name out there because he's a fucking perfect Adonis.
Right.
He goes, okay, Rob, is it? Get in the ring. Wes just taught me the forward backwards roll. And I went, and all of my weight.
He just clotheslines you like.
No, all of my weight came down on my neck like this. And I was in the air and all my weight came right down on my neck. And then I landed flat on my back into a thud. And everyone in the ring just went, oh.
Is he paralyzed?
And well, that's what they were afraid of because I didn't move for a second.
That's what I'm saying.
I just sat in the ring and I blinked. And
he might be paralyzed.
And they just went, oh no, that didn't look good. And he went like this. His look was nausea and anger. And he just looked at me and he went, get up, sit in the corner. What did you come here for? I just want to be a manager.
Sometimes I don't think that counter works right.
What?
Because it's been constantly going from like 3 to 1 to 2, and
I don't know.
No. But what I'm saying is, Cindy's still here. She never left.
Well, I don't know.
Rich was here, and this guy gave, and Marcus.
I don't know.
No, but I'm saying is, I don't think that the counter works right.
Well, it's because of fucking you and you fucking.
Well, how is that my fault?
Yeah, because you pissed off. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, and now he's fucking. I don't know what the guy's name is. Marcus. He's a white guy. He looks like Marcus to describe him.
That cannot be his name.
No, it might be. I mean, he looks like
your birth certificate, Hammerstone.
Well, they have fake names, Bruce. Your name is not Bruce Leonard. Let's break the fourth.
You know what's funny? Do you know the actor Armie Hammer?
Yeah.
I thought that there's no way that's his real name.
His real name is.
But that is his real name.
Well, there was an actor named.
Who the fuck would name their kid?
There was an actor
Armie Hammer,
The Young and the Restless, and he was in a movie with Oh, bro, check your phone. Hold on. Where's my phone?
You're killing me. Like I
Um,
said, who is it? See,
hold on, wait.
It went to who? Like, there's no way these people are dropping out and coming back and coming.
No,
out.
hold on, Marcus. Can you send whatever you're gonna send to Facebook because I don't have my phone.
It seems
with
to me like
or send it to Bruce. Send it to
the
Bruce.
counter is.
Do you have
not
Bruce's
correct.
number? Does
Yes,
do
he
you have?
does.
Yeah, send it to Bruce. The guy looks like if Jeff Hardy was even more chiseled. He looks like an even more
Remember,
chiseled Jeff Hardy.
Paul Orndorff.
Oh yeah, that's going way back.
No, but I'm saying a chiseled dude with like the 6-pack abs.
Send it to Bruce.
It'll ring when it
Bruce.
When it comes. If he texts
the guy. Yeah. Army Hammer.
Yeah.
See, he has fetishes of eating women.
Questionable cannibal. Perhaps. It's not. He didn't send anything.
All right. I thought I saw it flicker.
No.
Send it. Matt? No, I don't know. He looked kind of like a Jeff Hardy. He looked like a younger Jeff Hardy, but more chiseled. Jeff Hardy's not fat anymore. He was fat. He was fat when he was on the independent circle. He had a big spilling gut because Jeff Hardy blimps on pain pills.
You know, I always laughed at like Dusty Rhodes and shit. You're like, dude,
that's the American
he looks
dream.
Like a trucker, like
he was. That was his gimmick.
That's what I'm saying. He's like a big fat trucker.
His gimmick was he was a trucker, and his son's gimmick was he was a fruit named Gold Dust, and his other son's gimmick was that he was going to take on his dad's legacy, and his name is Cody Rhodes, and he was going to be the American Nightmare, and his son Dustin Rhodes was Gold Dust.
Way too much about this shit.
Gold Dust.
See, he's still here. See, there's way more than what it says.
Right.
Watching. So it must only be counting like Facebook or YouTube, one or the other.
Yeah,
because there's more people watching than.
These are all Facebook guys.
I know, but still, there's more than 2. All right, here it is. Whatever it is, and then I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Alex Hammerstone. There's his Facebook.
No, not him. Not him.
That's not him.
No. I mean,
he looks like this picture. His profile picture looks like a trailer park Thor.
Not him. No. The guy, I tell you, the guy reminded me of Jeff Hardy. He has brown hair.
Cindy's casting it on the TV, so they're watching it together.
Okay. Not him. Well, you know what, Marcus? Here's the thing. Same thing with Dier, as I said to him, with Dier. So when they were teaching me stuff about basically the manager has to watch the match, has to watch the wrestler, has to watch the referee, has to rile up the crowd, also has to interfere in the match if he's a heel referee, a heel guy. You gotta have your head on a swivel. And,
of course.
And so I'm telling my buddy, hey, stop fucking talking in the corner now that you've done your.
This guy, Matt. Is that him?
Oh, might be, but. No, he looks.
Well, either way, he almost paralyzed Rob.
Yeah, it was bad. And then my manager found out about it because my manager watches the show, and he goes, Rob, let's have a talk. You're 41 fucking years old.
It's like if you were like an NBA player and they saw that you were out there like ski jumping or something. And Rob, like, oh, you don't need to be doing this.
Rob, he goes like this. He goes, Rob, look, buddy, I value you here. I promoted you to specialist. You're making some good money for me now.
And you can't.
I need you right now.
Selling couch out of a wheelchair.
Blowing into it.
Got the Stephen Hawking like shit.
I tried to do a Canadian destroyer. By the way,
very nice. Lots of memory.
You know who did? You know who was a wrestler?
For only.
Hold on, but Bruce, you'll
easy
appreciate this.
Payments of.
You know who was a wrestler now? You know who became a wrestler?
Who?
Ron Funches.
No way.
Ron Funches.
The comic?
Yeah, he's a wrestler. Ron Funches is.
See, there's a weird. That's what I was going to say. There's a weird, like, connection across with comics and wrestlers. Some of them.
And there's about 3 or 4 comedians who are professional WWE wrestlers who are open micers.
Well, we love you guys too. Seriously, all of you. We appreciate it. Yeah. No, I mean, we'll figure it out. I just don't like to be like I said. Like I can't be like I'm half in, half out. You know, like I don't feel like
I didn't take my antibiotics today. I'm still not.
Oh
100%.
Jesus! Use that old lady in you all the time.
I didn't.
Ah,
What the fuck?
I got a cramp in my leg.
What the fuck, dude?
That happens every now and then.
Yeah. Well, where the fuck go? Hey, Marcus, because you can get him now. Go find fucking Austin Aries and get Austin Aries. Pay whatever you have to pay. Get Austin Aries. The fucking guy was at Dive Bar to you right before the pandemic. He showed up at Dive Bar.
He was trying to do comedy.
Yeah, and it was. We know you don't want to get no Austin Aries, or no, you don't believe that he was at Dive Bar because he was at Dive Bar doing open mic.
Ah,
The fuck are you doing?
my leg, dude.
I ain't touching you.
No, I got like a Charlie horse, but we're cramped in here behind the screen.
Oh, fucking move the screen. I got to do a Windows update anyway. I can't commit to a schedule at all, so you're doing better than I. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I got
Locker room play.
Oh.
See, tune in next week for behind the scenes wrestling drama.
Yeah, really? Because I know about the no sell. I asked him about the no sell. I asked him point blank. I'm like, why did you no sell? AA is a terrible, shitty locker room drama queen. Really? Huh.
I can see that.
You don't know who we're talking about.
Yes, I do.
Austin Aries.
Dude, I fucking hung out with him and Tom Garland a bunch of fucking times.
You just, okay. You just, all right, fine.
Yes, I know Austin Aries.
You just verified it. We drop it right there. You verified it. You mentioned Tom Garland. Tom Garland was his roommate.
Yes.
And his real name is Daniel. I wouldn't work him for free. Whoa. Yeah. So the big thing about Austin Aries was having a title match on Impact Wrestling against the fuck is his name? Against Johnny Impact, now John Morrison. And John Morrison puts him in the finisher, and 1, 2, 3, and Austin Aries does a kip up a second later. And he goes, whoa! Everyone goes, what the fuck are you doing? And then he walked away. And
so he went off the script.
He did the script, but then he did it what they call a no sell. A sell is if I knock you on your ass, you're supposed to look like you're dying.
Right.
And Austin Aries took a big kick to the head. He took the finishing move, and then he immediately kept up like it was nothing. And everyone went, the fuck did you just do? And he walked off the stage. Now, Jeff Hardy did something like that, but Jeff Hardy was high on pain drugs. Jeff Hardy's destroyed
Forgive
his
him,
body.
Mr. Morphine. You're like
So he was high on morphine and heroin, and Sting. We were supposed to wrestle Sting for the belt, and it was supposed to be a 20-minute match. And Sting saw this shit, looked at him, grabbed him, said, "Ring the bell." Hardy goes, "What are you doing?" Sting rolled him up, and Hardy's flailing about like a fish. He rolls him up, and he goes, "No, you stay down." No, takes the belt from him, walks off, and they go, "Sting, this is bullshit." He goes, "You're right, it is," and walked off with Jeff Hardy's belt.
I drank a bottle of water, but I also drank a cold brew coffee. So yeah, possibly that's what happened.
I have icy hot. Do you want icy
anyway?
hot?
No, I just got to get up.
Right,
I got to get out of
All
here.
right, get
anyway,
out of
so,
here. Get out of here. We'll figure it
out. I'll probably be back next week.
Fucking guy, get out of here. Get out of here. You fucking go suck Mark's cock over there at Champagne.
I love you very much. Who?
No, who's the guy? Who's the guy who runs it? Gary? Greg, I don't know him.
He's never even there.
He always shows up. Every time I'm there, he's there.
Every now and then he'll show up, but he's not always there.
I gotta take my antibiotics. I'm starting to cough again. I have not been cured since August. So,
but seriously, we love you guys. We love you, and the Piaz household. We love you too. Thank you for watching. It's a 2-for-1 there. Like it says 1 is watching, but it's really 2.
Whatever. I gotta go check it.
Seriously, thank you for watching and sticking with us through all this. I said we'll be back next week. I love you guys, and I do love you, whether you believe it or not.
I do.
Stay in the please. Yeah, exactly. Don't stand so close to me, or I'll suplex your ass.
All right. Good night.